There are truly 3 stitches I use the most on a serger. On the Husqvarna Viking Amber Air S400, those 4 stitches are the 4-thread overlock, the 3-thread narrow edge overlock, and a rolled hem. So this is what a 4-thread overlock looks like. I'm going to show you how to switch to a 3-thread. And being that this is narrow, this is usually when you use it on a single layer of fabric. Maybe you just want to run around all the raw edges and make sure that they don't come unraveled. This is the perfect stitch. So the first thing you want to do is reach into your accessory box, take out the screwdriver and this handy dandy needle catcher. I'll show you how to use that. Take your scissors and you can just snip the thread you plan to remove. Just snip it, raise the presser foot, and then take the thread out. You can pull it, you're supposed to pull it this way. I just pulled it opposite. That keeps all the lint going down through the serger and not up into this tension disc. But what I do want you to do is always take off the spool that you are not using. Don't even wrap it up and store it back here because it will probably find its way with its friends back in the serger. So rule of thumb, always take off what you're not using. Next, if you take the little needle holder, lower the presser foot, and slide it up the needle we're going to take out. Then you can take the screwdriver next to the screw that has an L by it, the left needle, loosen it just enough so it drops out. And if you want to look before it drops out, that left needle is higher than the right needle. So that's good to know. So for next time when you put it back in, that you always get it high enough before you tighten it. They have to be offset. The left one's always taller. So I'm going to take the needle out. And really, the serger doesn't need any other adjustment other than to stitch. I'm going to take a look at my cutting width once I run a little sample here. I'm going to slide the fabric up to the foot. And that super narrow flat edge. Now, if for any reason this is not flat, maybe it's a little thick or maybe feels like it's curved or cupping inside that would be the adjustment of the knife, so how wide it is. So if you need to cut more off, or if you have the opposite issue where the loops are hanging off the edge, you need to move the knife further away from the needle and leave more fabric in there to fill in the gap. But all in all, that is a beautiful stitch. If you don't want to cut off anything, just put the fabric right up against the knife. Maybe just kind of shear off a little bit. That's my visual guide there. Maybe just a little bit coming off, barely anything as it's stitching. And then that works really perfect all the way down. So as long as it's flat, that's what you're looking for. And that is how easy it is to switch over to a 3-thread narrow overlock edge.